How to deal with DOM. So for those of you who do not know what DOM stands for, it basically means for delayed onset muscle soreness. So this is basically anytime you experience feeling sore a day or 2 days after your workout. Sometimes it's also like immediate. One thing that I kind of noticed for myself is that as soon as I'm done doing one set of lunges, especially if I haven't done them in a while, like lunges when you make those larger strides, my glutes gets, instead of getting delayed onset muscle soreness, so a couple hours or a couple days after doing the exercise, I get immediate onset muscle soreness. So I instantly get them right after doing the exercise. And to answer this specific question, when it comes to hypertrophy training, aka muscle building, which most of you guys in the program are trying to do, I would not shy away, or I would not be scared of feeling sore after your workout. If anything, it's actually an amazing sign. It's actually a really good thing that you experience DOMS and that you experience soreness, because let's say I put you through a really tough workout, you do a chest day, and using proper form, proper technique, you really feel your muscles start being like torn apart at the bottom and then being a big squeeze at the top, and you wake up the next morning and you feel nothing, right? And now keep in mind, guys, you do not have to feel soreness in order to actually know that it was a good workout. However, it is a really good indicator that it was a good workout. So let's say you do a workout, it's supposed to be a leg day, and you wake up the next day or next couple of days and you feel nothing in your quads. And during the session, you didn't really feel a good pump either. You did not really feel sore afterwards. You know, like that big meme when people say like, oh, I can't even walk down the stairs after leg day, or I can't even sit down to go to the toilet after leg day. Like those are some really common things, right? And if you notice that you do not have any soreness or no disruption or no pump during your workout after training legs, I kind of question myself when I raise one of my eyebrows like this. I'm like, did you really train your quads? Because if you got no pump, no muscle disruption, and you did not feel sore afterwards, I'm like, okay, well, something is off here, right? Whereas if you at least get one of these three things, whether it's a pump, you feel like after your workout is done, like, okay, I feel kind of tired. I'm pretty fatigued now, and I definitely did something to my quads. I'm not sure what it is, but I definitely feel it in my quads. That's another good sign. And then, of course, the day after, a couple days after, you feel sore in your legs. I'm like, if you check one of these three boxes, I'm like, that is good. Like, that is really, really good. And that means that we stimulated our muscle groups properly. So, John, to answer your specific question, I would not do anything to alleviate DOMS. I think it's a good thing. And I think a lot of us should just embrace it a lot more. And honestly, guys, whenever I do a tough workout, I go to sleep. I got my 8 hours of required sleep, and I wake up the next morning and I'm sore. Let's say I did a chest workout yesterday, and I wake up the next morning and my pecs are kind of tight. They're sore, unless it's like some weird pain. But you guys should know the difference, or I mean, everyone can kind of like know the difference between like pain and soreness. Like if it's pain and then like it actually hurts, then that's like a different story. Maybe like you injured something, but just we all know the difference between pain and soreness. But if you wake up the day after doing chest and you're like nice and sore, that is one of the best feelings in my opinion. I'm like, okay, you know what? I feel really, really good because yesterday, clearly I got a good pump in the gym yesterday. I disrupted my muscles. And today is just another clarification that I definitely hit my chest properly with good form and good technique, because I woke up the next day feeling sore. So again, guys, when it comes to hypertrophy training, aka wanting to build more muscle, do not shy away from soreness. It is a good thing and it is a good sign, which means that you actually target your target muscle group. However, if you were an athlete, let's say like a marathon runner or like a soccer player, basketball player, you may have noticed them taking like ice baths like right after the game. And that is because they have to recover really quickly. You have to keep in mind, guys, that these extreme athletes, especially like the pro athletes who take like the ice tubs, cold showers, all this stuff, right? They're not trying to like necessarily improve. They're not trying to build more muscle. They're not trying to like basically improve. Like when they're in this season, like mid season, they're not trying to build more muscle. They're not trying to improve their cardio. All they're trying to do is just play the game, recover, play the game, recover, play the game, recover. Especially the NBA players, they play like every other 2 to 3 days. So they're not trying to like, they don't want to feel sore necessarily, right? Like they can't feel sore, right? Because they got a next game in the next 2 to 3 days, right? So they have to recover immediately. And especially when it comes to like more cardiovascular type of training, like going on a long run, maybe some like sprints, whatever, then it's totally cool to like use some recovery methods like an ice bath, or maybe going like a cold tub or like a cold shower, just so you can recover really quickly. However, the cold exposure, especially to your muscles, that's not really like hypertrophic, which means that you won't really be building much in the process. You'll recover really quickly, which is awesome, but that's not what we're trying to do here when it comes to muscle building. Again, keep like there's two separate kind of like things, right? We're trying to build more muscle, so it's good that it takes a couple of days for us to like fully recover, because we train our muscles on average 2 times a week, so every 3 to 4 days on average. And with the given volume that I'm giving you, if you're part of the VIP program, you should be able to cover anywhere from about 3 to 4 days, right? So you don't have to rush the recovery process at all. Whereas if you're like a pro athlete, that's saying you have to practice every single day. I used to do this. I played soccer at a collegiate level. We were practicing every single day, and they made us, like the coaches made us take cold baths right after, because they knew that we either had a game the next day or we had to practice hard again the next day. So keep those two things in mind. Hopefully that answered your question, John. But again, TLDR, do not shy away from it. Embrace it. Relax, eat some good food, sleep, and then in the next 3 to 4 days or so, you should be fully recovered again to train the muscle nice and hard again. So I'll let you guys go. Peace. Now, if you want to be around a community of like-minded people just like yourself who will educate you, motivate you, and inspire you to absolutely demolish your health and fitness goals, come join the Barbarian Squad down below. I guarantee you, you will not regret it one single bit, and I'll see you inside.